Alrighty, good morning ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. Let's start checking out this awesome game that we have today. So up the top right side of the map, it is Mr. Dark, who I do not believe we have cast before. He is 18 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the SK Telecom T1 team, which quite a few of the best players in the world I think play for that team. I can't remember who they are, but I definitely have said that team name quite a few times, so there's got to be some very awesome players playing in it. And speaking of the best players in the world, we have INnoVation up the top left side of the map. He is the 21 years of age from South Korea and currently not part of a team. Part of Team Acer until the start of September this year, and then he no longer is part of this year. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Apparently he left the team. He didn't like get kicked out or anything, he left. So yeah, interesting stuff, and we're going to be seeing exactly how he does in this game. So far this Reaper doing a pretty good job. I think it's killed a Link. It's killed a Link so far. There's another Link potentially about to go down, but the Queens are out and the double Reaper are going to have to get the hell out of there, but they can't just go straight down the ramp. They're going to jump around here. Having a good go at the Queen though, really getting its damage down, and that Queen is on the very verge of, well, not on the verge of being killed, but it's fairly close. Oh, the Reaper at the back, so close as well. Does decide to run out of there. And INnoVation going for an extremely fast third base right here. Is only halfway done, but damn, that thing is coming out really fast. And yeah, Dark would be very interested to know that thing is coming out very fast. It is coming out after the factory though, so we're still going to be seeing a lot of Hellion harassment, all that sort of crazy stuff. So yeah, good stuff there. And this base, he's going to have to get the Evo chambers up there to hopefully block this off. But because yeah, Hellions, they just roll in here, do all sorts of damage. So yes, very scary. And getting a third base out nice and fast with this Hellion harassment out here is going to be a pain in the ass, which I think is the main reason why the Terran players always go for their Hellions, because they never do a whole lot of damage, but I think it's for suppressing the extremely early third base, which really does do a fantastic job at suppressing the early third base. So yeah, not going to be seeing a third base here though. Dark's not getting one at the moment, is getting a lair though, and we may be seeing some sort of Mutiling play coming out from Dark in some point in this game. But for now, looks like he's just getting out a ton of work. He's currently up to 38 with 4 more on the way, so he's going to be looking like he's in a very good position. But INnoVation should be seeing him boost through a whole bunch of workers as well. Now that his third base is fully up, he should be building workers off that continuously, and he's going to be looking quite good in the worker population as well. Queens, looks like just the 2 of them there are more than enough to keep these Hellions at bay. They could make it through, but they take serious damage, and I don't think they'd be able to make it back. Well, I'm trying to get on the Hellions, but they keep twitching all over the place. So there they go, running on in. The Spire is coming out as well. The Reaper has gone up. He's just making a pain in the ass of himself. He's going to run all the way through here. Suicide Scout to see what's going on. Doesn't see much over there. Maybe he has to go over here to see the Spire. But yeah, here we go. The Queen's coming in. And INnoVation does have enough to potentially take out one Queen if he plays it right, but he will take some shots trying to do that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. There we go, third Queen, so it's going to be even harder. And with 3 Queens, there's more than enough energy to do a bit of heals every now and then. There comes the worker moving out, going to be grabbing the third base. And yes, INnoVation probably will move in at some point with these guys, do a bit more of a scout. He's going to go around the long way. He's thinking there's a third base over there, so he's going to check that, and then he's probably going to check the other one. Meanwhile, the Spire just about finished, and INnoVation just getting barracks at the moment. So running straight past the Queens. Oh, they're going to take a bit of damage there. One Hellion almost died, but they have seen the hatchery. They do know it's there. They're not even going to try and take it down because it's just going to be way too hard. Oh, that's scary. They did manage to kill a creep tumor though, which is nice because it's a little bit less energy that the Queens do have. And when you've got when all the queens at the front have no energy anymore, then suddenly you need another queen. That's 150 minerals that you need to get out. But here we go, the first 4 mutas coming out, and they are going to have a go at the Hellions. One Hellion, severely weakened, goes down straight away, and the rest of them are going to be running back to base. Marines coming out to help defend, and the mutas have to get out of there ASAP. And the missile turrets were already on the way. They're already in the middle of being built, so should be fine. Chasing the medevacs a little bit. The mutas are going to be a pain for a while, but at least the missile turrets are up for Mr. INnoVation, and his worker numbers are looking pretty good. 54 at the 10.5 minute mark is quite decent. Dark's still ahead, and off 2 bases, it does mean that he's been putting a lot into his worker production. So yes, very, very good stuff. And we can see that the army is currently favouring INnoVation by a little bit, 55 over 41. But of course, between pushing out the workers on 2 bases and saving up for the mutas, it's not surprising that Dark doesn't have as big an army, but we can assume he's going to be making up for that right now. And actually moving in here with a ton of these forces, I think I better take it off follow mode. This is just starting to make me feel queasy, but the Marines, the Hellions all go down, but there are a ton of Marines out here. Almost certainly going to be a scan, some creep trimmers take it out, but if he can take this hatchery out, that is going to be absolutely fantastic. He's giving Dark a bit of time to actually move around. But here we go, stimming in, sending a small force. He's being on the safe side here. He's not just going ball to the wall to attack that hatchery, which I can appreciate because the Banelings would run in and almost certainly destroy his force if he got that close. He's sending out a small group. And here we go, the main force at the back. They're going to be stimming, they're going to be splitting up. There are a ton of Banelings though, and they do a ton of damage, but there are still just enough Marines left over to scare the muta force away. So INnoVation continuing to hold on, surviving through all of those guys, and now they're moving in, and now they've got just enough to actually make something happen here. They're going to kill the Lynx, but the Banelings are coming out. Need to get a grip on that. He's decided he doesn't have enough time to kill the hatchery. He's just going for workers. Lifts up into it. Oh, we don't mind a hit. Takes out 3 of those guys. Beautiful stuff. And they're uploading on the top side. Lings coming around the backside though. Are destroying them. The medevac with the Marines has been destroyed. And INnoVation is going to have to regroup off the creep to see if he can rejoin this attack. He did a fair amount of worker damage. 7 workers killed, which is nice. But, oh, that Widowmine shot went across half the map. Did manage to kill a ton of Lings. And in again he goes, but Dark trying to keep up with his Baneling production, doing a fairly good job. And the mutas and the muta numbers are actually starting to get high enough that they can take Marines on by themselves. But more Marines are coming out. The macro cannon is in full effect for INnoVation. He's got the 3rd base down as well. He's got a ton of income, 65, in fact over 62. And Dark is, yeah, he's got his back up against the wall. And INnoVation, is he going to keep the pressure on? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's sort of backing off a little bit, giving Dark a little bit of time to maneuver. He's building up a couple of workers, but mainly Lings, mainly Banelings, and mainly mutas. And that's interesting because I've seen it time and time again. The Terran player just does not give up, does not stop the pressure all game. And eventually they just completely overwhelm the Zerg player. And I think that INnoVation can definitely do it. He's got the macro to do it. He's 66. And with all the mules, look at this, 3,000 minerals per minute. That is absolutely insane with 6 mules. Needs maybe a few more barracks though, because his barracks are just 8 Marines and 1 Marauder. That's good if you're not a player at INnoVation's level. But at INnoVation's level, I mean, come on, he can do better than that. We know he can do better than that. So I'm wondering if when he's going to be getting a bit more than that coming out. Unless he's got a... Yeah, I mean, that's 5 barracks right there. He really needs to push that up. There we go. 3 more barracks coming out. Mr. INnoVation pushing out a little bit harder. And we'll see how that works. Looks like the upgrades are going to be fairly similar. Dark actually pushing out the muta attack very, very nicely. Level 2 on the way. And both players level 2 weapons and armor coming out fairly soon. Looks like we might be seeing an engagement here. It is off the creep though. But Dark just sort of pushed it out, having a look around and allowing his creep to be pushed out further. So INnoVation needs to be worrying about this a little bit more because he's got to keep control of the creep. If he does not keep control of the creep, then yes, is not good. It's not good if the creep highway makes it all the way to his base. So there we go. Might be thinking about taking some creep out there. But, oh, the Ling's coming in, completely overwhelming his force. Not quite ready to push in all the way, but he is sending forces in. The Baneling's making it quite far into the Marine pack, but not killing all that much when it came down to it. The creep being knocked back a little bit, and both players taking a little bit of a loss, but INnoVation is ahead in the army size by quite a lot, 131, over 90, whatever it is that's going down so fast, but he's looking good. The creep is the problem though. He's trying to go down the main highway, and there's just creep everywhere. He's trying to hold on. He's doing a pretty good job. Widow mines everywhere. And so far, pretty good. And we've got Thors coming out as well. I've seen so many players recently just go the Thor with the straight up Triple M Widow Mine counter to Mutaling, because the Thors are just so good as muters. And it helps stave off that point where the muter numbers just become too large and there's nothing you can do. Oh, is there actually a base up here? Dark. That is, yeah, he's moving in all the way. He knows half his forces are up there, so he's trying to take them out. A lot of these forces going down. It looks like INnoVation may lose everything here. He's pretty much dead in the water. Saved a bunch of forces over there on the hatchery, but everything else was lost, so Dark winning that battle. And I don't think he's got any choice but to back off here. I don't think he's going to be able to force this away. I don't think he's going to be able to take out the hatchery right there. So INnoVation tasting defeat right there. And he's going to have to regroup once again. See what he can do. And Dark holding him off quite a few times right now. He's tried a couple of times to take out a hatchery. Has not managed to do it so far. Which is very, very interesting, because we know that INnoVation's one of the best in the world, but Dark is giving him a run for his money here. So, yeah, there we go. Bailey's coming in. He's moving away, doing his best. You see he moves all the Marines away, leaves the Marauders there. The Marauders hit the Bailings. It's a fantastic play by Mr. INnoVation. Moving the Marines away. Marauders go. What the hell just happened? Did Dark just lose everything? His income is still solid. And he just lost all his muters. What the hell? What the hell just happened? I'm confused. He had a decent amount of forces. He was running them in to INnoVation's forces. And he lost everything. Which just seems completely retarded. Because if you had that many muters, why would you just throw them? He wasn't defending a critical last base. And in this base, he could have lost that. And bounced back quite easily. So he wasn't on the edge of defeat from any sort of macro approach that INnoVation was taking. He had minerals, he had gas, so I don't know. Almost like he just threw his guys away. He just overextended his army and lost them all, which I gotta say is a bit of a, I don't know, it seems like a bit of a noob mistake. I mean, because why would you do that? I mean, you're off the creep, you send all your forces in, and they all die. I mean, there's a certain point where you roll all your guys in, and you say, alright, he's got this much, I got this much, I think I can take him out, but no, he just, and then, yeah, there's a certain point where you think you can take him, and then you realize, alright, this is not working, I'm going to pull my forces back. I'm going to pull my Banelings back, I'm going to pull my Lings back, I'm definitely going to pull my Muters back. I'm not just going to roll them in and keep attacking. You do not do that playing Mutaling against a Triple M macro Terran player. You just don't. Because eventually, all your Muters and all your Lings will die. You fall back, you pick your position carefully, and you attack with Banelings when the Terran player is at his weakest. You do not go off creep and go balls to the wall and try attacking him, because 99% of the time you will lose all of your forces. So Dark, I don't know why he did that. In fact, we're going to go back and watch, because I'm still confused as to how Dark lost this game. It really is like, we're going to keep an eye on the army size as well while this is happening. So INnoVation has a lot, and Dark has a lot as well. He's, yeah, 14 Muters, 22 Lings, all that sort of stuff. He's looking pretty good. Building a bunch of Lings, going to make them into Banelings. Great stuff, great stuff. Taking out a medevac. So army size is 67 under 108. It's just fine. His base is looking a little bit skewed over, but that's fine. He's okay. Let's see what he's doing here. He's running the Lings in. Trying to take some sort of flank here. His mutas are getting trapped between this force. He tries to sort of attack this force to get through it, and his mutas are clear away. He runs the banelings in here, but the mutas... See, I do not understand this. I do not understand why he kept attacking with the mutas. The banelings rolling in from the top right side? Fair enough. Banelings are cheap. If you want to go in and to attack a few forces with them, and he did attack a few forces, that's fine. But the mutas, why did he move in with the mutas? Why did he attack everything with the mutas? He lost everything. And I don't know why. It seems like such a stupid move. So that's it. Dark has lost. And I don't know why. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys then.